And we're back, folks. Another edition of the Joe and Jamar Power Hour coming at you loud and proud from Pub Sports Radio Studios. Brought to you by CBD by Natural Heights. Do you have stress, anxiety, joint pain, PTSD, or insomnia?
We got the stuff for you.
We got the stuff for you. Make sure you call our good friends at CBD by Natural Heights at 210-592-1060. That's 210-592-1060. And I realize it's up there, but I really can't see because of the light, Jamar. Or give them a visit at 1880 Nacogdoches Road. That's 1880 Nacogdoches Road. CBD by Natural Heights has been with us from Jump Street. So we appreciate the heck out of them. And you think they ever listen to the show?
That'd be pretty cool if they did, because
Like
I feel like
right?
we've been plugging them for.
We've only really plugged them.
No, yeah, because we tried it out like the last show, and
it's
like we thought we had to go through like everything, and it
we
just kind of didn't
it's
work out.
It's just the one.
Yeah.
But like if their products are nice. I usually feel pretty relaxed. My hands were always really soft after.
No, yeah, I do recall
Remember
this.
that lotion was dope, dude. Like they got some really cool stuff. The tinctures and the gummies. It's all quite yummy.
Yeah.
Totally legal.
Before I knew what CBD was, I was always scared to take them, but I was like,
it's just like a gummy bear, man.
Yeah, it's not even like just relax, not THC or anything.
It's just real simple stuff.
Yeah.
All right, well that was our show, folks. I'm just kidding. We're coming at you at
jokester
2:10 on the day of draft day, and we do have some personal news for your boy, but we will get to that after a little bit of draft talk with the Black Mel Kepier, the one himself. What do you got to say, bud?
Draft day, man. My favorite day of the year. By like a lot. This is my stuff. This is like where I thrive. This is why I write the way I write, because doing this stuff professionally and getting paid like 6 figures plus would be phenomenal for this. So anybody who's listening,
if you have a spare 6 figures,
I'm with it
yearly.
I will do almost anything for it.
Do you care what number the figures are?
Yeah, it's just zeros.
I mean, preferably with a positive and a comma and then a period denoting that there are cents after the end would be great.
So a 1 or a 2? Do you care? What about like a 6? Is there a number that you care about?
I would do almost anything for just $100,000.
$100,000 at 22 would be pretty freaking nice.
I would do whatever.
I would do. There are a few things I probably wouldn't do.
No, yeah, we can talk about things I wouldn't do.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That'd probably be like a shorter show.
I wouldn't kill a baby.
Yeah, that would be a fun show, but I think we have more important things to talk about. Like
that's a middle of summer show. That's like a July show.
Yeah, when it's like baseball season, it's just like
when it's just baseball
headers.
and UTSA hasn't had a practice in 3 months.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk a little draft. But before we actually start that, so we do have draft talk. We're going to be talking a little bit of NFL, who we think the best teams are right now, and then lastly, we're going to close the show out with our football movie draft. I hope you guys didn't forget that because I didn't. I've been thinking about this all week.
No, yeah. Well, I know what my number 1 is.
Yeah, I know what my number 1 is too, and it might surprise you because I know I was talking pretty high on one specific movie, but
I've been tweeting about.
Yeah, I've been tweeting about one movie, but there's a movie that is just so near and dear to my heart. There's nothing that can beat it. Jose, do you have your list ready?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. I have everything prepared. Won't be researching back here.
That didn't sound very positive. So Jamar, let's go through the draft. Who do you got? Who do you
right.
have going number 1?
Well, that's not even a fair question at this point. Trevor Lawrence has been the number 1 overall pick since his
3
freshman
years.
year.
For 3 years,
since he won the national championship game as a freshman. It was just which team he was going to. And I don't think it was even like that much of a surprise it's Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, most of the season people thought it was the Jets, and like I thought it was the Jets.
Oh man, that was when the Jets won that game. That was
the Patriots like screwed the pooch.
The funniest thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Was it also the funniest thing for you in your entire life, Jose?
I'll say it again. I will never forgive Sean McVay
for winning that game.
Jared Goff. I can't even fucking remember the Jets coach anymore because I've just blocked his name out of my mind.
Isn't it
Adam Gase?
It was Gase, right?
Adam Gase and everyone. Jamison Crowder.
It's kind of sweet.
Yeah.
Everyone involved in the happening of the Jets winning that game, and I will mainly blame Sean McVay and Jared Goff.
Because Adam Gase is just coked out somewhere.
Yeah, Adam Gase just doesn't have any. He wasn't to blame for any of the losses. He also wasn't to blame for the wins. He was just kind of vibing.
No, yeah, like from his press conference, it was ridiculous.
From Jump Street, it was terrible.
Yeah, but like things get really interesting for the draft. Like at pick 3 within Vegas odds, I think it's still Mac Jones is the favorite by like
for 3
a bit. Yeah. But a lot of analysts are leaning Trey Lance now. I'm also leaning Trey Lance just
as an analyst.
Yeah. I like to call myself an analyst sometimes.
Can
Oh.
I give you an update?
No, you can.
I got I think it was Bleacher Report notification while I was on the way over here. Trey Lance is now the favorite.
Oh, so yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Woo.
as of last night, Mac Jones was the favorite for Vegas, but yeah, it makes a lot of sense that Lance is the favorite. He can sit a year behind Jimmy G if they need it, or like a few weeks.
Yeah.
There's also a lot of buzz going around that Jimmy G is going to be a Patriot soon.
Go back to New England.
Yeah. So what's going on is New England's trying to like trade and then like give him an extension, and so they're like trying to like figure out how that would work with everything, like what they would have to give up. They would probably have to give up like a second round pick, so they'd be able to get a quarterback and then keep 15 and then do whatever they want to do with 15.
Pretty good. I saw the Saints wanted to move up to the 10th.
Yeah.
So it was like that just got announced recently.
Yeah, like today, like they're Mickey Loomis always moves up. They moved up for Marcus like a few years ago. They moved up like the past 3 drafts really. Mickey Loomis is just one of those guys where like if he wants his guy, he's gonna go get it. And the Saints are it doesn't really make sense for them to move up just because they're in cap hell right now.
Yeah.
And they really, really need to just get as much cheap young talent as possible. So trading away all that draft capital for, and it's rumored to be a corner at that, doesn't really make sense to me.
Yeah.
But Dallas is right there, but I wouldn't think Jerry.
If
would
you're
wanna,
New
I don't
Orleans,
think
you
Jerry
wouldn't
would
do
want to trade all the way down to I think it's like 24 or something like that.
Yeah, no, Jerry, like the smart move would be trade down and get all of their like second and third round picks.
No, yeah, it's not even 24, it's 28. So that's a whole 18.
I mean, but
pick
like they
drop.
would absolutely get Mac Jones at 10 probably.
Yeah, if he doesn't go to San
Like
Francisco.
if he doesn't go to San Francisco, like they absolutely pick him up at 10.
Yeah, San Francisco was like probably the only team in this whole draft process that was as high on Mac Jones as they were at 3. And if they don't take him, like Fields is probably going to go anywhere from 4 to 7, maybe even 9. And then Mac will be there for whoever wants him at that point.
Yeah.
I don't see a top 5 pick with Mac Jones just because if they were to pick him with Jimmy G on the roster, it's like a linear move. Like there's no improvement at all. Like it's kind of just the same guy, just a little bit more inexperienced.
He's just younger.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
Which is like a good thing and a bad thing. But
like Jimmy G played in the Super Bowl though.
Well, I do still stand by my take that like Mac Jones is a good quarterback. He was a quarterback.
He's good,
he won a national championship. Like he's quarterback at Alabama. Like that means something. I mean, if you're the Niners, I think Mac Jones is a good pick because he's young. Because he's a young Jimmy G. You'll have exactly what you have for a little bit longer, and like that's. I mean, they were in a Super Bowl 2 years ago. Like that's.
It's gonna be really hard for him to just be a bad quarterback. But
yeah,
like,
it's like he's not gonna be
like,
bad.
His floor is like a Kirk Cousins or like a Derek Carr or something.
And
like
his
that.
ceiling is like okay, yeah, he's like he might win a Super Bowl or 2.
He could.
Like he has the potential if the team's around him.
Yeah.
If he has the team around him, like this dude can do something. And like it's not like San Francisco's bad.
Well, no, they're actually a very good team. They just injuries.
Yeah,
they were at 12, and then they just traded up.
You know, if Jimmy Garoppolo didn't get hurt this season, the Niners were supposed to.
Well, it's like more of a Nick Bosa and like everybody else on the defensive line.
Nick Bosa.
Well, no, despite what he is as a person, he is a top 5
very good football player. Yes. Fair.
Last time we talked draft, we went through every pick, which was just painful.
Time out. I went to the pool this weekend, and I got my first real sunburn of the summer, and I'm barely starting, and I'm starting to peel right now. So if you see me like rubbing my back, that's what's happening.
I was wondering what you're doing.
I've just been itching for a week.
Oh.
It's nice because like that first sunburn of summertime is always fun.
Nice.
It's also hell.
Yeah, I don't get sunburn. I get darker.
White people problems.
Yeah.
Hey.
That was an air high five.
Yeah, don't you worry, I got you.
Got you, brother. Got you.
Yeah, I hair five.
I forget that you guys don't get sunburn. You just have never gotten a sunburn in your life.
I've gotten like one, but it's like back here on my neck.
I got one. It was my shoulders, and I was at Venezuela, so that sun hit different.
That's
wild. So that's Venezuela.
Oh yeah, because the sun in Venezuela is different.
Yeah, obviously, it's closer to the equator.
Duh.
It's not closer to the sun.
The equator is closer to the sun.
That's not how that works.
That is exactly how it works, Joe.
Shoot, are you serious?
Yes.
Strike that from the record.
Yo, keep that on because it just goes to show that Joe doesn't know geography.
Okay, sorry. Back to draft.
Yeah. It was painfully slow going through every single first round pick last time. Also, considering that I did a 2-round mock, so y'all go just read it.
Just go read it.
Yeah, at Cran Enthusiast. I retweeted it. Probably has my pin tweet for the day. So this time I'm just gonna go through like my interesting picks. At 7, I have Washington trading all the way up from 19 to 7 to go and get Justin Fields.
I wouldn't hate that because I actually don't think I don't love Justin Fields as a quarterback.
Oh, I love Justin Fields.
Like I mean,
I think
he's
he's
good.
I think he's arguably like the second best quarterback.
I think he's good. I think Washington will waste his talent. and I'm okay with that.
Washington's a very good football team. If he goes to Washington, they'll be even better.
I don't think so.
They have where they're at right now. They're young enough to be able to trade up and not really need the draft picks.
That's fair.
Their offensive line's really good. They just signed Curtis Samuel from the Panthers, so they have 2 good receivers. They could use another tight end, but they can find that wherever they want to.
Mm-hmm.
They don't need first-round picks like that. Like, they have a top 3 defense in the league with where they're at right now. Like, they could improve it if they stayed at 19 and get somebody like JOK, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, but that just doesn't.
That was
Yeah,
impressive.
I know names.
That was impressive.
Yeah,
Like, no, like the way you said that and didn't stutter at all, I was like, well, that was pretty impressive.
Oh, like, I'm a badass with this shit. It's crazy, man. But no, it makes a lot of sense, especially trading up to 7 with Detroit, just because Detroit's going to be god awful for the next like 3 years.
They've been god
Okay,
awful.
no, they're going to be even worse. They don't have Matthew Stafford walking through that
That's
door
true.
anymore. They're like top 2
They
receivers.
lost the only good thing the franchise has had.
They lost their top 2 receivers to
I mean,
free
Megatron.
agency.
But yeah.
No, yeah, but he retired like 5 years ago because they wasted his talent.
Forever,
Yeah, right.
God,
He's hitting the Hall of Fame like this year, I think. So
Tony, we're coming for you, Tony.
there you go, brother.
This is the Tony Romo Hall of Fame podcast.
So like they can get a king's ransom for everything they can get for that pick if they trade all the way down to 19.
Yeah, that's fair.
And still get like an impactful defensive player that they need. The next pick I have Philadelphia trading back into the top 10. They went from 6 down to 12. Now they're back to 8 with Carolina to get that receiver Jamar Chase. He's the best receiver in the draft. It's not Kyle Pitts because Kyle Pitts is a tight end.
Yeah.
But he'll play wherever. But yeah, they need to get Jalen Hurts some targets because any quarterback for Philly for the past like 3 years has been throwing to nothing.
Yeah. Nelson Aguilar, and it's like,
he's gone. Deshaun Jackson's gone. He's a Ram now.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've cut Alshon yet, but I know that's like
it's
in
on
the works.
It's on the
Yeah.
wall. Yeah, like,
It's there.
Philly's been a dumpster fire for a while.
No, yeah. So it's just they need something, and
Yeah.
Jamar Chase is just he sat out this year, but as a true sophomore, I think he won the Biletnikoff Award, which is like the top receiver in the nation.
Yeah.
He was 19.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So he's just and he was doing that against Trey Diggs, C.J. Henderson.
Yeah.
Like these first round SEC
So he
corners.
was the best.
Oh yeah, he's legit.
He's he's the dude. Yeah.
Like Devontae Smith won the Heisman this year, and he's like the 2nd or 3rd best receiver in this draft.
A little hamburger.
Yeah, man. Dallas at 10. I'm having to take a J.C. Horn over Surtain. Jerry hates to pass up a story, and the fact that Horn's dad was coached by Mike McCarthy, just makes sense. I mean, they also could just get the other Alabama corner opposite of Diggs because they started together last year, so I mean that would work out. But Horn has the most potential out of the two. Surtain's just kind of like he's ready right now. Yeah, like he has a really really high floor. Not the highest ceiling, but Horn could be like fantastic. And like he gets talked up by Stephon Gilmore all the time because they're South Carolina guys and they're just fantastic. So it just works out. I have Surtain going to 12 to the Panthers from trading down. Yeah. Damn, I really wish I would have like done a little bit more research on my stuff. I wish I knew everything off the top of my head. That'd be great.
But you wrote it anyways, and I think you don't want to give away the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
go read the article. It's good.
Go read it.
He's the only draft prospect guy that I actually read because you know me, I don't love the draft.
No, yeah, the draft.
This is
all I
draft
think about.
day is one of the best days of the year because we don't have to talk about the draft anymore after draft day.
Yeah, and then I'm sad for the year.
Yeah.
Look out for my way too early 2022 mock, like in a week.
Coming out pretty soon.
Probably. Just
so
enough of it.
I wanted to talk a little bit about NFL teams pre-draft. So who do we think is good before the draft starts? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So the thing that triggered this was the Bucs re-signed Antonio Brown. And I think, Jose, you might have said this and what put it in my head. It's like, I think the Bucs are a damn good team.
Oh, yeah.
The Bucs are easily, I mean, they were the best team in the league last year. They
brought back the exact same roster.
They are
not even
poised.
Just starters. They brought back their
the bench. They have all 22 starters, bench players. Even the water boys are coming back. Like they are poised to just do it again. The thing is, though, is that Tom Brady's the one knock against the Patriots dynasty is that they never did it back to back. That's the literally only thing, other than they never beat the NFC East. Oh no, they beat the Eagles once. Other than they never beat the Giants. The only thing that you can actually knock the Patriots for was they could never gear up and do it again, which all the great dynasties did. The Broncos did it. The Niners did it. The Cowboys did it. The Steelers did it back in the 70s. Like everyone's done it back to back. When you're a great dynasty, you do it back to back. Was that a Belichick thing? Was that a Patriots thing? Was that a Super Bowl hangover thing? Who knows?
You could probably say it was a Belichick and a Patriots thing too, because Belichick never went into the next season like, "Oh, we're running it back." Bruce Arians literally said at the parade, like, "Oh yeah, we're running it back."
That's true.
And they literally meant every word they said.
They've brought every single player back. So now it's really just a matter of
just continuity. They're just
they have the continuity. They have it in a way that's interesting though, because there's no longer a chip on their shoulder. Actually, because last year it was like, oh, Tom Brady went there. He's old. He's washed up, and they have all these blah blah blah. And then it's kind of started feeling like a super team, but like, and then they kind of like were bad at like Thanksgiving. Like they weren't.
Yeah,
what we thought they were gonna be.
And they just
like
caught fire.
Mid-season. They caught fire, ran it up, and like just like I said that was gonna happen. Just like I said was gonna happen. They got really good towards the end of the season. Were a sneaky wild card, ran it all the way to the Super Bowl. Tom Brady hoisted up number 7. My biggest thing, it's really just gonna rely 100% on like it's not talent. We know they have the talent to win it. It's all a mental game with them, in my opinion. And if they can just do the Tom Brady thing and just maintain a chip on their shoulder, even though they literally have no reason to, I don't see a team, because the Chiefs aren't as good as they were last year.
So it's funny when you bring up the Chiefs and everything.
They're not.
So
they've gotten progressively worse since they lost the Super Bowl.
So that was true when free agency started, and now that everything's shaped out the way it is, there might be a little bit better.
That's fair.
I say that because they lost both their tackles.
They lost offensive linemen, and losing offensive linemen, and like the offensive line was like the reason they lost the Super Bowl.
They signed one of the top like 3 guards in football from the Patriots. They trade for Orlando Brown, and they didn't give up that much from. They gave up their late first round pick.
Yeah.
They got Baltimore's second rounder this year. So like they're not bad. Kyle Long came out of retirement for them. So their offensive line's like kind of
Is that dude who was the doctor coming back?
Yeah, he's coming back. Yep.
He's
coming
back.
So like they're actually
I don't know.
good.
My thing is that I feel that the Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl window is closing.
No.
Does that make sense?
They're getting expensive. They're paying their guys.
Yeah, and it's like this second year, had they won it again this year, it definitely would have like slammed shut. But like they're gonna
have like a mini regression like the Saints did a few years ago.
Yeah, but I'm saying like I think the Chiefs have a good 2 or 3 more years to win another Super Bowl before everything gets too expensive. Like, I mean, Patrick Mahomes isn't going where he's retiring Kansas City. He'd be stupid not to. Actually, who knows? But like Patrick Mahomes is gonna be fine. He's gonna be good, whatever. But like all the other guys that helped win that Super Bowl are going to get too expensive, or are going to get too old, or are going to get hurt, or are going to say, hey man, I won my ring. I'm going to go play in Jacksonville for $1 billion. You know what I mean? Like that's going to start happening soon. And like the window is closing on Kansas City, which sucks. Cause like they were a fun franchise to watch, but I don't think Andy Reid's Bill Belichick in terms of he just reloaded.
So like how do I explain this? Their Super Bowl run window will probably close in a few years, but there's still going to be like a perennial playoff.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah, I mean, because
there's not a lot of teams.
A top 5 quarterback will do that for you. I mean, the Saints have been playoff contenders forever.
Yeah,
and the Saints have kind of sucked for a long since they won a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like they haven't been that good.
So, I mean, that'll probably. But I think they have the.
But also, like, who else is in the AFC West?
Can I derail Revis's podcast for some breaking news?
There you go.
Yes.
Adam Schefter, about 10 minutes ago.
I saw the alert. I didn't see what it said.
Reigning MVP Aaron Rodgers is, quote, so disgruntled with Green Bay Packers that he has told some within the organization that he does not want to return to the team, league, and team sources told ESPN on Thursday.
Wait, is he retiring? Is that what he said?
No, he just does not want to return to the team, and league and team sources told.
Oh. Okay, so it sounded like he didn't want to return to the team or league.
So,
but
yes,
oh my God, is he gonna leave Green Bay?
So that means he probably has an idea of what Green Bay is leaning towards in the draft tonight. I've seen a lot of mocks have them taking a right tackle, like the Oklahoma State kid. I've heard.
Why would he be pissed at an Oklahoma State?
That's not a receiver.
Fair.
That's all he's wanted, and they
traded away all the receivers.
Well,
Like, they
so
had receivers and they gave them away.
it's just Devontae right now.
That's fair.
And
Well, no,
they-
I'm saying like in the past like 3 years, they've gotten rid of all the receivers.
oh yeah, well everybody's left, so like it's hard to get. Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That's crazy stuff.
That is music to my ears. Thank you for that, Jose. That might have made my day.
Well, I also would like to present you with another tweet from one Patrick Mahomes. Well, I see draft weekend is going to be pretty interesting with 2 laughing emojis.
Always is. Always is.
And that was 4 minutes ago, and we all know what that is in reference to. Now, I want to ask you 2 questions.
What's up?
Go ahead.
How real is this?
I realize what?
How real is like the report? How real do you think Aaron Rodgers?
I think
it's
Aaron
very-
Rodgers has been pissed with Green Bay since
since last year.
since,
with
like, 2 years ago,
Since
yeah.
drafting Jordan Love.
No, not even Jordan Love, since McCarthy.
Okay.
Like
Well,
he's been upset
So
in
yeah,
Green Bay
he
for a long
he
time.
isn't crazy about what's the coach's name again? I'm blanking.
LaFleur?
Yeah. Matt LaFleur? No,
Woo!
that's a
It's
OC.
LaFleur though. It's Coach LaFleur.
Yeah, whatever. He's been unhappy with him just because LaFleur's basically telling him like, hey,
this is
stop
fantastic.
just creating on the fly, and that's all McCarthy let him do. And then drafting Jordan Love in the first round last year, when I guess in retrospect for the Packers was a good move.
Is Green Bay dead?
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
I have another question.
All right.
Where would you guys want him to go? Where would
Straight
he
to
go?
hell. Straight to hell. Rest in piss, Aaron Rodgers.
I mean, San Fran's definitely an
Yeah, San Francisco.
option.
But like,
Rodgers is kind of the asshole type of a guy who would be like, yeah, let me just go to Chicago for like the next 2
oh,
years.
that would be hilarious.
Just to,
No,
like,
he goes to
spite
Chicago
Green
and
Bay.
like
Just
they
to,
like,
spite.
they like win a Super Bowl. Like, I honestly like if Aaron Rodgers went to Chicago, I don't think I'd hate Aaron Rodgers anymore.
Oh yeah, well
'Cause,
that's
like-
all my Chicago Bear fan roommates.
Like
feel.
I would be 100% cool with Aaron Rodgers if he went. As long as he didn't go to like the Texans, the Eagles, or the Steelers, I'd pretty much cool with wherever he goes.
Well,
that makes tonight a lot more interesting.
Oh, yeah.
because if they get a deal done,
tonight.
yeah, that'd be.
Well, they'd
fucking
have to get
insane.
it done like right now. Like it
So-
has to currently be happening.
So
Oh.
I want to say
San Fran was offering everything for him,
Yeah.
plus Jimmy Garoppolo, and they turned it down apparently. But now, if this report's coming out, then damn, it's more public now. This is more real than the whole
We have to
Russell.
take we have to take whatever we can.
Yeah,
now.
this is more real than Russell Wilson
This
being
is-
like unhappy with the offensive line.
That's a hell of a play by probably Aaron for leaking this.
Yeah.
For like letting this leak.
Oh, yeah.
Or like maybe on San Francisco's part for letting this leak, being like, hey, like Aaron's kind of pissed there because now Green Bay looks stupid. Now Green Bay has to take whatever they can get for Aaron as opposed to.
Well, they should just take that 3rd overall pick and then flip it for something.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is fantastic.
So the tweet or the first thing you see when you scroll down on that tweet is the Darth Lord, the Sith Lord himself, Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I mean that'd be crazy too.
oh, New England would be terrible.
That'd be interesting.
I
England would
I
be-
would kill myself.
New England would be hilarious.
I would
like
drive
again,
off
like
the road.
again, I genuinely and I'm not even kidding. I would love him if he did that.
I
would
don't know. I don't
love
know
if
how
he went
those
to
two
New England.
personalities would clash in the locker room.
I mean, yeah, it would
It's
be
also,
it'd be a
like,
crapshoot.
I think it's less receiver talent than he had, and that's because he didn't have like shit in Green Bay.
That's
But he had Devontae Adams, who's a top 5 receiver in the league, and he'll be going to Nelson Aguilar, and like whoever else the number 2 is. I mean, they had really good tight ends, and their line's shaped enough to be pretty solid.
But no, there's too much. Like that's too many quarterbacks in New England at that point. You know what I mean?
Well, they only have Cam.
Well, I
and
know, but like
they're obviously not happy with Cam, and say
They're
Cam
not
does
happy
do
with
good this
Cam.
year.
they're not happy with Cam, but there's no way they get Aaron. Does that make
They
sense?
also, I don't think they could afford it.
they can't afford Aaron. There's
They've got cap room. I'm pretty sure. I think
not a crazy.
not enough
amount.
for Aaron
Not
Rodgers. Like,
35 million.
they don't have Aaron Rodgers money.
they would trade away in this
They
deal.
have to
They
trade
would
a
trade
shitload.
away the cornerback that's super good,
Stephon?
Stephon Gilmore. They
Yeah.
would have to trade away Stephon Gilmore.
Which would make that defense in Green Bay really, really good with Jair and
Jesus
Stephon. That would be
Christ.
an insane secondary.
Well, Bill Belichick's known for getting rid of players before they become good or before they come bad. So
Yeah.
Stephon's probably gonna suck this year.
Yeah.
Very
I-
possible.
Okay, if it was me, and like not as an objective football fan, not as a Green Bay hater / Cowboys fan, San Francisco's that makes the most sense, right?
It's back in California where Aaron's from.
Like San Francisco is the leader in the race right now, right?
More than likely,
I would put
that-
them as the favorite. Yeah.
Yeah, they have the they can trade away.
Because they give because at this, like I said, at this point, Green Bay you're just pulling for scraps. You'll take literally whatever anyone gives you.
You're shipping Jimmy G. You're shipping like the next like 4.
Because like at this point, if you're Green Bay and like your quarterback doesn't want to be here, and you can get a serviceable quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo, you'll take the serviceable quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah.
But like, if you're San Francisco, do you have to give away the pick?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
So I'm reading Schefter's thing, and apparently the 49ers called them on Wednesday.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, Wednesday.
I told you that.
And then the Rams called them about him in January before got
the Stafford trade.
Yeah. And apparently he says that the Packers quickly dismissed the Rams overtures, but doesn't say anything about the 49ers. Does not say anything about that. And
so do you think
heard like I read an hour ago that it was like 0% chance that they were shipping him, but that was also before this report. So like pre-draft process is all they're gonna talk about.
Oh yeah, this is the biggest story going in.
He's gonna he'll end up in some like random ass place like.
Well, let me tell you 2 things before
Miami,
fucking North Carolina, like Carolina.
That would be awesome.
Miami.
Shout out to Sam. But this is a big story because there has never been an NFL MVP traded after winning the award the previous year.
Oh, he was the MVP.
Yeah, and he wanted to spike Green Bay because he's like, yeah, y'all trying to get rid of me, and I just did this, so y'all gonna look real stupid.
Oh, they are gonna.
Green Bay doesn't win this trade.
There's no way that Green Bay comes out smelling like a rose.
My theory is that if this is real, is they've been discussing contract extensions, and the fucking Packers lowball the fuck out of them.
How do you? But like,
yeah, they're offering him like $28 million a year.
They're offering him not enough.
They gave him the Brady. Like, hey, Brady did this, so can you do this? And
the thing is, though, is that when they gave Tom Brady that option, they won 3 Super Bowls. Like
Brady also has like tens of millions.
Also, Brady's a better person than Aaron Rodgers is. Like Tom Brady's mom loves him. Like,
I mean, Tom also has like I'm sure way more endorsement deals being from New England area.
I don't know. Like he doesn't have State Farm.
I mean, yeah, but. It's like
Tom Brady has like State Farm, Subway, like
he's at Uggs.
No, no. Tom Brady's like biggest thing is like Uggs.
But
Aaron Rodgers has
that's like his like American company. You also have to realize like, Tom Brady's like
stuff.
He's like married to an international supermodel.
His wife makes more than him.
He's like crazy. He's like worldly handsome.
He's the greatest quarterback who's ever lived, and his wife makes
like Rodgers is marrying Shailene Woodley.
Yeah.
Though, and we don't have to talk about that, but that's just fucking wild.
Yeah, I found that I heard about that. I was like.
Dog, imagine marrying someone like 2 weeks after meeting them.
Yeah, imagine marrying the girl from the Secret Teenager, Life as a Secret, or some shit. I can't remember
she's in
Divergent.
She's in Divergent. She's in Fault in Our Stars, where the boyfriend in Fault in Our Stars plays the brother in Divergent.
Yeah,
crazy.
What's that guy's name? Augustus Gloop?
Yeah.
No,
it is like Augustus something.
No,
Ansel Elgort.
Ansel Elgort. He's the guy who plays Baby in Baby Driver. Yeah. Shout out Austin's favorite movie.
That's one of Ben's favorite movies too.
It's a great movie. It makes sense.
I've never seen it. So
speaking of Austin, where's his pretty face?
This is an NFL show. He doesn't.
Well, yeah. No, I just see him and I associate you two together. I expected him to be on your back.
Appreciate that. That's
like
a
fair
backpack.
statement.
That's
sweet.
Exactly, precisely.
He's the boots to my Dora.
No, yeah, but this shit's crazy. That's wild. That's
Oh my God. Call him a chimp.
I called me a small Mexican girl.
But I would rather be called that than a monkey, I guess. I don't know. I also remembered. I just remembered Jamar. I had the privilege of having a class with Austin. Out of the blue, and every once in a while, you just see Joe like walking him to class, making sure that he's okay, no bullies pick on him, and
I believe that
they match with they're all denim.
Yeah, with their flannel shirts.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Man, I miss college, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Out for a while, haven't you?
Yeah, we're old as shit.
Yeah. I'll be 23 this year, man. That shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah, we're old people.
Yeah, but that's a crazy.
That's fantastic. I'm okay.
That's a good way to derail the podcast.
Low key, maybe I'll watch the draft tonight just to see this drama. I'm probably not. I'm probably gonna watch draft day as opposed to the draft.
What is that? But Joe, what's your best case scenario for Rodgers?
Best case scenario for Rodgers as a Cowboy fan?
Yeah.
Chicago.
Oh my God, that would be so.
I would
fun.
love him in Chicago. I would love. That's legitimately the equivalent of Favre going to Minnesota. It's the exact same thing,
basically. But worse, honestly.
No, it's
worse.
honestly infinitely worse because like if you ask a Packer fan who their least favorite team in the country is, it's the Bears. Like
that's the oldest rivalry.
Oh, that would be fantastic. And then like because I don't think we play Chicago this year, do we? The Cowboys?
I have no idea.
Probably I don't think so. Because they're gonna open the season against each other. That gets flexed Sunday night. Like that's like the big kickoff game of the year.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers in
in it.
Chicago and he comes in and he just wipes the floor with the Packers. That'd be
Rodgers with
fantastic.
that defense and a Nagy offense would be
Like
really, really fun to
he
watch,
takes
too.
he takes the Bears to, like, the NFC Championship. Oh, it'd be
like just
fantastic.
him and Brady.
Well,
Yeah.
The
At
Oh my
Soldier in the
God.
snow.
Oh my God, Brady versus Rodgers at Soldier
Again?
Field. Oh,
See, this is why this is a best case scenario for Joe, because they're in the division and training him in the division would be fucking crazy. But yeah, no, that'd be fun. That'd be fun. Jamar, your best case?
San Fran makes the most sense.
San Fran makes the
For
most
him-
sense.
That's
That
not
makes
as
the most
fun,
sense. It's not
Jamar.
nearly as
Oh,
much
the
fun.
most fun?
Yes, the most fun.
New England.
Dallas, baby.
Fuck you,
bring
Jamar.
him to Texas.
Well, let me think about it. Let me sit on it for
Jamar,
a
I'll
second.
fucking fight you.
Well, because I said Chicago. I gave Joe
I
the
took
Chicago
Chicago.
ideal.
On the same token, I love Dak Prescott. Aaron Rodgers in Dallas would be dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
That would be fireworks.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would lose my mind.
Roger Goodell would need a chair.
Oh,
Change of pants.
fuck.
Oh my God.
Vegas.
Oh.
Oh, just go
Vegas.
full heel.
The only bad part about Vegas is that Vegas has lost literally their whole offensive line from last year. That
Yeah,
was really
yeah,
good.
no. So yeah, and
It would suck for him, but
they have like no targets either. They have
It'd be
Henry
fun.
Ruggs, and
it would be John Gruden versus Aaron Rodgers the whole year.
Oh,
they would have to be on Hard
God.
Knocks again after just being on like 3 years ago.
Yeah, break the rule.
Yeah, but they have like the best, like second,
Look,
third best tight ends.
all
like,
I know
somewhere,
is that
so.
there's literally no worst case scenario here. As long as Aaron leaves Green Bay, it's gonna be fun. No
That'd
matter
be
what.
crazy. seeing him
No,
in this
I think
uniform,
worst
though.
case would definitely be the Patriots. Everyone would
Well,
want
for
to kill
you.
themselves. No, the
No,
NFL.
everybody.
Everyone would be like, God damn it! How did we
No,
let this happen?
We
How?
would just complain about it for a couple weeks, and then him and Belichick would get really mad at each other, and they wouldn't win any games.
Oh yeah, here we go.
He'd
Yeah.
pitch a fit and leave.
Ian Rappaport cures my understanding of the Aaron Rodgers situation. Rodgers and the Packers have been negotiating a long-term contract offer. They've been working on it for weeks. Rodgers has been unhappy at times during those moments. No deal is done, and he's not happy now.
Yeah, I mean he's leaving. He's gone
Yeah, they fucking lowballed him.
like a freight
Yeah,
train,
well,
gone like yesterday.
That's the thing. They can't do anything with Rodgers' contract because they can't sign anybody. That's why it's already hard enough to get people to come to Green Bay because it's Green fucking Bay. They don't have the cap space to like just throw money at people. Like, hey, we know it's Green Bay, but here's $16 million a year.
Yeah.
So they can't do that with Rodgers' contract because it takes up like 25% of the cap space. They can't make any moves because they can't cut anybody because they can't attract anybody, so they can't sign anybody. They're always like drafting 25 to 32, so they can't draft like a stud.
Yeah,
out the
because
gate.
they're in that weird like
That's-
zone of they're too good to get a good draft pick,
Yeah.
but not good enough to win Super Bowls.
Yeah, so that's why I said the San Francisco deal would work out.
It would
Because they would get the third overall pick this year, do whatever they want. That I don't believe in Jordan Love, if I'm being very honest, and get
Yeah.
Justin Fields, like whoever the fuck they want. I don't care
get Mac Jones.
if they want it. I don't. That's a at least
Roll
Rodgers.
Tide, baby.
Fields can move. Lance can move. Jones can't move. And they had Aaron Rodgers, who
He's-
was
he's
just
tubby.
creative with
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
He's too tubby.
yeah.
He's a tubby dude.
Yeah. Like if I was 6'3", I would look like Mac Jones.
Oh, this is fantastic.
No, yeah, this is crazy shit though.
I'm so excited. Oh, yeah. Football season can't come soon enough.
You
Okay.
ready? I would say, you ready to talk movies? I guess. Now?
Well, let me do my personal announcement first,
Oh,
and then
yeah,
we'll
that's
talk
happening.
movies. So, for the next 6 weeks, Taco Joe will be put to rest. He will be just for 6 weeks, and Joey H Town's coming at you. I am tomorrow morning. I will be driving down I-10 to Rice University to become one of the. I really don't know what my title is. It's just
Writer?
kind of, but it's not writer. I'm like
Let's
the
go with
press.
writer.
Yeah, I'm gonna be writing for the Spring League, which is a developmental league for the NFL and the CFL. There's 4 teams in Houston. There's 4 teams in Indianapolis. I'm gonna be writing for the ones in Houston. So I'll be there for 6 weeks. The show will still be coming at you on Thursdays, or we'll record on Thursdays, post on Friday mornings.
We would have 2 members from the show going, but rent.
But rent,
Yeah.
capitalism.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the problem is capitalism.
Always.
It's a
But yeah,
motherfucker.
so that's what I'll be doing the next 6 weeks. So I'll be Joey H Town. I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be fun.
If I win, I would just be Jamar Brown because that's the
You-
most Houston name you can get.
You can see,
Yep.
you can see the story. I told you.
Facts.
You can see the games on Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports, I think, on the Saturday matinees. So you might see a boy on the sideline, which would be pretty cool. National TV. I'm gonna I'm gonna have a little press badge in my cowboy hat. It's gonna be dope. It'll be
That'd be
fun.
dope.
It'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
fantastic. So yeah, that was my thing.
I hope you become a meme. Like you just have like this
Oh,
ridiculous
it would be
outfit
fantastic.
on.
It would be. I'm totally going to. Like, I want people to see me. It's gonna be great. So yeah, let's start the let's start the football movie draft. Since he's the guy who knows the least about football movies, I'm gonna let Jose go first.
Wow. Okay. So how are we doing this? A snake?
That's
Yeah, we'll do a
that's
snake draft.
very because I don't know a lot about football movies either.
But you know definitely more than Jose. Oh no, Jose's a movie guy.
Yeah.
No, so I will take my first pick. Thank you very much.
I'll take my second. You can get third.
Yes, there we
Alright.
go. There we go.
Dang
So
it, this
I
is
will
bad
pick
enough.
number 1, and I will pick my favorite. Actually, I'm not gonna pick my favorite. I'm already second guessing myself because I think this will be my available my next pick, which is a while. I'm gonna pick Any Given Sunday.
Okay, take it.
Pacino, fucking Steaming
That's
with a
fine.
Demon.
That's fine.
The song is fire. I'll drop the song in here right now.
That's fine.
Word. My pick. I'm going draft day.
All right, that's fine too.
What was it Kevin Costner?
I haven't seen it. Don't want to
Bro,
watch.
you haven't seen
It's so good.
Draft Day?
It's-
Don't want to watch.
Legitimately,
It's a ridiculous movie, but it's so much fun.
But it's so much fun.
It's what you would do playing Madden franchise mode.
That's
You're just
what it
making
is.
all these
That's
stupid
exactly
trades
what it is.
just to get to like number 1, and it's
It's
Vontae Mack number 1.
Vontae Mack, no matter what he does, he drives 3 guys in the first round at the end of the
And then gets like a punt returner.
It's crazy.
What I know about the movie is the one scene where he's eating some fucking pancakes or something, and he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Give me back my fucking picks,"
Yeah.
or some shit like that. So I was
Oh,
like,
it's
okay.
Yeah, like,
so
eat your
good.
fucking pancakes,
And it starts
John.
off, and he calls the guy in Seattle, and he's like, "Well, this guy might be good." Blah blah blah. And he's like, he tries to trick the Seattle GM into it. Oh, it's such a good movie.
It's just a bunch of like emotional, like personal turmoil that he's going through. Like he just lost his dad.
Yeah.
His dad was the head coach. Okay, so the son's the GM. His son's the GM. The dad's the head coach. He fires the dad because the mom talks to him. And he's like, "Hey, I'm firing the dad." He hires Dallas's former coach, and they
Who
just won a Super Bowl. They just
It's
won a
so
Super Bowl.
funny.
Like they have like this quarterback who went 6-0, and they got hurt, and then they went 6-10. It's fucking
such a good movie.
ridiculous. It's so good.
It's so funny. It's
Okay.
so good. It's an awesome movie.
All right.
So
Joe?
with my first round pick, I mean, I'm gonna take the one nearest and dearest to my heart. I talk about the show version of this movie literally every single day. It's Friday Night Lights, the story of the 1988 Permian Panthers and their trip to the state final, which actually didn't happen in real life.
Yeah, I know
Um,
that. That movie's
yeah.
just a whole
Yeah,
load of hogwash.
it's a whole. The
And they
book
just got
is
ran
fantastic.
by a
The book
Dallas
is
team in the movie.
fantastic. The Dallas team they play in the
Yeah,
movie. The book is fantastic. Booby Miles.
Movie.
He's an icon. He's one of the greatest injured running backs of all time. And like everything about the Bishop, and it's all so good. And then the show that came after. I'm not drafting the show. I'm drafting the movie. But Friday Night Lights, easily best movie.
Oh, so shows are in this too?
No.
Okay.
The show was based on the movie,
Fair enough. Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
movie is that good.
I watched it recently. Recently meaning like this past like 2 years.
Isn't it so good?
No.
Friday Night Lights the movie?
I would pass on both.
Are you kidding?
I watched 3 episodes of the series and decided let's watch the movie because I can get everything that I need in the movie.
You watched
And
the
it was like,
first 3
alright.
episodes of Friday Night Lights. You saw You saw Matt Saracen take his first real snap as a quarterback, and you weren't immediately hooked.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw Jason Street break his back, and you weren't hooked.
Yeah, because I
You saw Tim Riggins and Lila Garrity making love while Jason Street was in the hospital, and you weren't into it,
yeah, Tim Riggins is my fucking
bro.
guy.
Tim Riggins is the single best character. in
Isn't
TV
Riggins
history.
like the
He's like the
total
guy.
pass
Yeah,
and like
he's like the snake bitten guy.
yeah,
with
yeah.
the
And like his
soul-
dad's a dickhead.
He's got like a heart of gold. He's like a
Okay,
good
yeah,
person. Yeah. Oh, great movie, great show, great movie. I love Friday Night Lights. My second pick.
second round.
I didn't think of this that much. Let's think. Oh, Mile American.
Okay, fine.
It's the story of I
Isn't
forget.
that a Netflix show?
No, it's a movie. Mile American's also a Netflix show. That's
Oh.
that's
All
just All
American.
American. This is
Oh, okay,
Mile
okay,
American.
okay.
It's a CW show.
It's
that's
the
big on
story.
it.
I forget what his name is, but his name's Freddie, and they call him Fast Freddie. And he's this like Catholic kid from Colorado, and he's like kind of tiny and short, but like he's like Rudy. And like his whole high school career, he never really got any looks, but he always wanted to go to Notre Dame, and like he doesn't. But so this new guy comes to town, and the new guy gets offers from Texas, and UT is like, hey, bring a friend, so like you can show him around, so like you're not alone the whole time. So he brings Freddie, and Freddie goes, and he like falls in love with Texas, and he gets in, and he goes, and he plays his whole career there, and like he gets cancer, and he dies. Oh, it's so good.
It's so depressing. Dude.
Great. I have this thing for college football movies where the guy dies at the end. It's just it's a thing. It's the next pick too. My All-American, great movie. Go ahead.
So I was gonna go a different direction, and then I thought about it. I was like, no, I have to go this direction. Longest Yard, the Adam Sandler remake.
Good one.
The first one on my list. None of my movies have been taken until this one.
I got
so
fries
that's a great-
across your eyes.
That's a great one.
Oh,
Yeah,
that-
Terry Crews,
Bro,
Michael Irving.
Chris Rock in that movie.
Chris Rock dies.
Chris Rock is incredible. Yeah,
Legitimately one of Chris Rock's best performances.
I love that movie.
It's such a good movie.
I love that movie.
Adam Sandler's the best.
No, yeah, where they're just like fighting each other on the yard and everything.
Oh,
It's
it's so good. It's
hilarious.
so
Is
good.
Nelly the running back?
Yeah, Nelly's the running back.
Michael
And Nelly's
Irvin's
like
in it.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin's like the best receiver.
But
Terry
he-
Crews is a tight end.
Hilarious.
He's a tight end.
Michael Irvin looks like he's like 25 in peak playing
Bro,
condition.
because he is. Bro, Michael Irvin would still be playing football if he hadn't have broken his knees.
Adam Sandler just looks like he's a quarterback
Adam
back
Sandler
there
looked
too.
like
Like
a
he has like
quarterback.
the form.
The thing is, I was like, Adam Sandler's like sneaky the most athletic guy in Hollywood.
Well, no, yeah, he's a hooper and he can probably
Yeah.
just like sling a
You know
fucking
he can't. Like
pigskin, bro.
absolutely.
Probably like throws like an 80-mile-per-hour fastball too.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. That's a good movie. I didn't even think of
Yeah,
Longest Yard.
me
That's a good
neither.
one. That's a good pick.
Jose,
All right, so I've got 2 back-to-back picks here. Thankfully, my picks were not chosen, so thank you. My strategy has worked out. My number one. This is my number one on the board. I'm glad. This is value right here, boys. Varsity Blues. Varsity,
Ooh, all
Blues.
right.
okay.
Varsity Blues is the best football movie, and it's not even close. It
doesn't it have the beak?
it took what
No research.
Friday Night Lights had and just made it better.
That's just patently false.
I don't want your life is a movie quote that will live on forever.
Is it like Varsity Blues, like the rated R version of Friday Night
Yeah,
Lights?
it is,
Yeah, okay.
so much better.
Yeah,
The
I-
whipped cream bikini. I'm pretty sure I got my first stiffy from that.
there you go, brother.
That's fucking legendary.
Oh, I got my next one.
Oh my god, that's so good. So I love it all, every part of it. It's so good. My shout out to my man who was going to Florida State, then broke his knee immediately. It's so good. It's just fantastic. And then my next pick. How many picks are we doing?
I'm doing 4.
Okay, 4. So this is my third pick. Okay, good. He's a tough one.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
This is
don't
a
do it,
tough
don't do it,
one.
don't
I'm
do it,
down to
don't do it.
2.
I'm scared. I don't want you to
Actually,
take
I'm
mine.
down to 3.
I don't want you to take mine at all. I'm so scared right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna take. I'm not gonna take an Adam Sandler movie. I'm gonna take The Replacements.
That's fair. I'll take it.
Shane Falco is
Cool with me.
is elite. I would want Shane Falco on the Jets tomorrow. He can galvanize a locker room. Shout out to my man who like
Football guy.
he made the whole like Marvel series like incredible. My man, the fucked up like cop or whatever firefighter he is who want to just beat everyone's ass and get a concussion. He's in all the Marvel movies, and if you watch him now and that, it's hilarious. My deaf tight end inclusion into the deaf community.
There you go, brother.
Hey, Texas School of the Deaf has like 6 state championships.
Yeah.
Yeah, so The Replacements is an excellent and a great color scheme uniform. They did everything well. The coach is awesome. Give me The Replacements. I'd watch a second one.
I'll take it.
My third pick, right? Third? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a third. Remember the Titans.
Fair. That's a
Fantastic
solid
movie.
pick. That's
Yeah.
a solid
Strong
pick.
side, brother. Strong side.
A Virginia movie. Fun fact: I've probably told you guys this before. The team that in that movie got smacked in the final. So
It's a solid pick.
yeah, it's a great pick.
I'm not mad at it at all. My third pick is Invincible. The story of Vince Papale walks on to the Philadelphia Eagles. I don't know why.
Man.
Two out of the 4 movies that I picked are about 2 teams that I viscerally hate.
I see,
Joe,
I was gonna pick that,
Bro,
but I was gonna make that my last
I
pick.
love Invincible.
And
That whole the best scene in the entire movie is when the girlfriend starts working at the bar, and they're like, "Oh, who are you a fan of? Oh, my team gets players a different way." And they go, "Oh, how?" And she goes to the NFL draft, and they're all like, "Oh, it's so good." That entire movie is just awesome.
Football
when-
movies are so ridiculous when you
Oh,
really
they
think
really
about
are. Because I
them.
mean, football's ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a stupid sport played by stupid people, enjoyed by stupider people. Like, I love Invincible is such a good. It's Rocky, but about football. It's
Real-
literally just Rocky.
real
Joe-
quick. Chris Jones, defensive tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs, tweeted like 11 minutes ago, "Love it here," and then Patrick Mahomes quoted said, "Me too."
Damn. I have a Chiefs fan friend, and it must
Spicy.
be nice being him. Taco, I saved this story for you because I wanted to draft this movie and tell this story. But
Go ahead.
my co-host on Say Hey Plays, daily baseball gambling show, plug, is a Philadelphia guy, born and raised there.
Mhm.
I met him at Oklahoma State, and he told me, I think last year, and I did not know this.
Uh-huh.
he watched Invincible before every Eagles game every Sunday or every like Saturday night, and he'd go to sleep watching Invincible. And honestly, it was the funniest thing I have ever
Wait,
heard.
for how long?
For a while. He still does it, I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly certain he still does it. I could ask him. But I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. And,
I love that.
and I was like, wow, it's Taco Joe, but a Philadelphia version.
Bro,
I guess.
The Dallas Cowboys had a movie.
Oh, I watch Glory Road every time we play UTEP.
Yeah.
Like, in whatever sport, I watch Glory Road before we play UTEP. That is the greatest sentence I've ever heard in my entire life. I hate the Philadelphia Eagles. I love Eagles fans. I think Eagles
They're so
fans,
ridiculous.
Eagles fans are my favorite breed of human being on the face of the earth. Like, I love Eagles. Oh my god, that's fantastic.
Yeah, no, I thought.
I think he wins the draft. Like, not even Jose. Like, Jose's friend wins the draft.
No,
that's incredible.
I knew that story would tickle your heart there. So.
That's incredible. Oh my god.
Maybe we'll have him on the show next week.
I'm down. Like, I want to talk about that. That's fantastic. I get the second
Maybe
pick.
I'll call him. I'll call him right now.
Yeah, call him right now. I'll
Okay.
tell my last pick.
All right, go
So
ahead.
for my last pick, I'm gonna take Gridiron Gang. Fuck you. Okay, you know what? I'll give you Gridiron Gang because my actual last pick is gonna be it's greater. It's the movie about Arkansas. I think he was a left tackle. His name, it escapes me. But basically, this kid was a fat kid from Arkansas, and his whole life he wanted to play for the Arkansas Razorbacks, play for the Hogs. And his brother was always kind of mean to him about his weight, and his mom was like always really just giving him too much food, and his dad was an alcoholic. And it's like a Christian movie, so it's about like loving God and believing in God. It's great movie. And like he's like the best player on the team. He's kind of like he has like some mental stuff, so like he has to have like really set schedules and stuff like that. But like he's like a great player, best first one on the field, last one off kind of guy. And like he walks on at Arkansas, and his mom pays for his first semester so he can try to make the team. And he walks on. The coach is like, "Coach, man, I can't play you, man. Like, you're not good." So all summer long, he's working out and he's trying. He gets it, and he gets on the field and he plays it. In his first game as an Arkansas Razorback, he's standing there with like his one of his roommates who helped him, and they do the woo big suey, and he's like looking at the crowd doing it because like his whole life he'd grown up a Razorbacks fan, so like this is like his like church. And he's like standing there and he looks at the table with all the water, and the cups of water are shaking from the volume of the crowd. And he just looks at his friend and is like, "Is it like this every time?" And he goes, "Every single time." And then it's like suey, and his mom and his brother are there doing the woo pig suey call. And it's so good. He gets hit by a truck and dies at the end of it. Oh, such a good movie. So good.
So my last pick is Gridiron Gang.
Hey, banger of a movie.
It's a phenomenal movie.
Banger of a movie.
I remember when I first watched it when I was younger.
Hey, by the way, we have one more pick.
I know. No, you have one. I'm done.
Oh, I have one more pick.
This is the last one. This is your
Oh, I
last
thought
one.
we had one. Oh, God
No,
damn
yeah.
it.
So
We might need to add an extra round.
All right, we got to
that's fine. Yeah, fuck it. Gridiron. Yeah. So damn, Gridiron Gang is just great movie. Yeah,
The Rock. I mean,
The
that's all
Rock,
you have to say.
Exhibit.
That's all you have to say. Oh,
Exhibit.
Exhibit's in it. That's even
Yeah.
better.
The guy who plays Smiles.
Yeah. No. So my whole thing is I watched Gridiron Gang, and like
It inspired me to not be a street youth.
maybe a few days later, I listened to My Life by The Game and Lil Wayne. And that shit just like correlates in my mind so much. Like I grew up in the hood. Like I saw a guy get shot like 3 houses down, like in my neighborhood. Like shit's fucking crazy. Oh yeah, yeah. Like I lived down the street
You
from
okay,
like
bud?
yeah, I'm fine. I lived down the street from like trap houses and everything, and so I was like, damn,
I did not.
I don't want to live that life. So yeah, Gridiron Gang right there. Check it
Okay.
off.
Wow. Okay.
All right.
I'll take that.
So I'll make my last 2 picks now. Thank you.
Go for it, Jose.
Joe, I'm honestly shocked that you have not picked this movie. It's honestly a crime that you haven't.
I'm
We
kinda
are
scared.
Marshall.
I knew it was gonna be
yeah,
Marshall. I knew it.
I don't like Matthew McConaughey.
Man, that's
I-
probably an Austin thing, huh?
It's an Austin thing. It's he's kind of pretentious thing. It's a he owns Austin FC thing. It's
I'm an Austin
also
FC guy.
it's also we do not talk about how the most famous quote from Dazed and Confused is just blatant pedophilia. We don't talk about that ever. Oh,
Oh.
yes, I'm excited. I am hype right now. Yeah, we don't talk about it enough. How like Matthew McConaughey's like breakout character is a terrible person,
I don't know what
and
the
he's
line
running.
was.
So he's like, "That's my favorite thing about high school girls. I get older, they say the same age."
Oh,
Which, like in 1998, objectively funny. That's not okay anymore, man.
Yeah,
like
it
he's
doesn't age
running for
well.
governor.
Doesn't know.
He's running for governor, and he said that on TV, in the movies. Can't say that, man.
It's terrible.
It's terrible.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't like. We Are Marshall. It's an inspiring story. It's cool.
CUSA, blah,
I'm
blah,
not
blah.
about it. I'm not about it. I'd rather watch Glory Road than We Are Marshall.
Heard down.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm sorry, I'm maneuvering our
This-
guests real fast.
All right, you're
So
good, you're good.
my last pick, I'm gonna surprise you here.
All right, go for it.
I'm gonna leave two that I had on the board that I wanted to pick.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pick Fever Pitch. However, Fever Pitch, the soccer edition, the footy edition with Colin Firth and Arsenal, 1988-1989 season. I'm gonna take that movie as my last pick
He left
to
it.
round it up.
He left his two off
I
just for the
left-
bit. Just for the bit.
Hey,
I left She's the
Yeah.
Man up there. I left another movie that is very popular that I will say after the end of this draft, and I will leave another Adam Sandler football movie that I left on there too.
That's funny.
All right. So with my last pick, I was gonna say Forrest Gump.
Oh,
because it's
that's
like-
a good one.
It's like halfway a football
it's,
movie.
no, it's like 10 minutes of football.
No, but still, it's like he was in
Yeah.
Alabama and just dominated.
That's a
bro.
good. That's a good choice.
He was an All-American.
But that's not my choice. That's not my
He
choice.
met Nixon. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
Can we take a timeout real fast?
Yeah, let's take a
'Cause
timeout.
I've got my guest.
All
here.
right.
I've got my guest. All the way from Alva, Oklahoma.
Oh, God.
It is the legend himself, my co-host, my partner in crime, the Jamar to my Joe.
Oh.
It is Andrew Santangelo. Andrew, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Jose.
Okay, good. So, Andrew, we're doing a football movie draft, and
Okay.
I told my good friend Taco Joe here,
Hi.
a
Okay.
huge. I don't think he cannot hear you, Joe, but
Oh.
I will patch everything through.
We can hear him.
But I told him he's a big Cowboys guy about how you apparently. I was told that you watched Invincible every week prior to Eagles games. And I just want to know, I want you to confirm or deny that statement.
I will confirm that statement. I watch it pretty much every weekend. I cannot say I make it all 16 games, but I will say I watched at least 12 to 13.
Can you ask him if he still continues doing this?
Do you still do this?
Yes.
Okay.
That's awesome.
That's fantastic, dude. That's the coolest thing I've ever heard.
We're all loving
That's
that.
awesome.
Can you hear them, by the way, Andrew?
I hear laughing. I can't understand what they're saying.
No, we all just love that because Taco's a big Cowboys fan, but he's more of a fan of football and he's a big fan of Eagles fans.
I'm a fan of like crazy football fans.
Yeah, he's a fan of crazy football fans, Andrew, and you happen to be one of them, I
That's
guess.
I was
fantastic.
gonna say I don't want to speak for myself, but I'd call myself a crazy Eagles fan.
Okay,
that's
so I want to know, Andrew, what is your favorite part of Invincible?
What is my favorite part?
Oh, he has to know every word, doesn't he?
That's a tough question. There's so many good parts. Let's go with.
He just like doesn't get tired of it. Like, he just watches it over and over again. Oh my god.
Andrew, hold on. Can you quote the movie? Like, how well do you know the movie?
I mean, he's watched it like 700
Oh,
times.
You guys see if you watch your like basically my whole family can quote basically.
Oh, so it's not just him?
So wait, do you and your whole family watch it? It's not just you?
Well, I don't live at home anymore, so I can't say that they.
Okay,
I don't
but
know
when
if
you
they do,
you lived at home, it was a weekly thing?
again, it's I can't. Definitely not at home. It was not as weekly, but we watched it more often than not.
Like he'd watch it for the Cowboys game, he'd watch it for the Eagles game, for the Giants game.
Pretty much my entire family could quote that movie like the back word.
Okay, so basically what you're telling me, you watch it for the important division games.
Oh, that's without. I'm surprised they watched this past weekend with the draft coming.
Oh, okay. Okay. You watched it for the draft.
I didn't have time to. I was just traveling.
Okay.
Oh my
I
god.
probably would've.
Did they watch it after the Super Bowl?
Did you watch it after the Super Bowl?
After after, no, I kept watching the Super Bowl.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair.
But,
Okay.
like-
We watched it before the Super Bowl, though. Without question.
Obviously, who
I
wouldn't?
mean, clearly.
So hold on, Andrew. I need to know your favorite part of the movie.
Oh my god.
My favorite part of the movie?
Yeah.
It's gotta be. I like the training camp scene because he's not expected to make it, and he works his way up, and he makes the team, and he beats out some of the veterans.
Can you ask him if he like cries every time he watches
Do
it?
you?
Still?
Do you? How many? Okay, so I have two questions. How many times have you cried watching the movie, and do you still cry watching the movie?
I have never cried watching that movie.
But do you still like get like emotional at the end of it?
Do you still get emotional at the end of it?
Yeah, every once in a while, I get the goosebumps because like.
I love this
He
guy.
made the team at the end.
Okay.
I
And you don't expect it every time. You're surprised every
I want
time.
to grab several beers with this guy.
Okay, Andrew, my last question for you. If you had to put a figure, a number figure on the amount of times that you have watched, I believe this is a Disney production as
Yeah,
well.
it is.
A Disney.
Counts as Disney movie, yes.
So how many times have you watched this movie in your life?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see. Well, you figure.
Do the math, yeah.
Man, I'd definitely say over 100.
Okay,
Well,
over
yeah.
200?
The movie's like 15 years old.
Yeah, Andrew, what about over 200?
I'm trying to remember when the movie came out. Was
Yeah,
it
it's like 2006. Yeah.
Hold on. We were so. Do you remember the first time you watched it?
I remember the first time I watched it.
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
I also saw it in theaters, mind you.
Okay, so I want to. Do you remember the whole like going to the movies and everything for it? I want to.
mean,
I want to know about that day.
that day, I can't recall that whole day. I know. I mean, let's see, at 06, I would have been 9 years old. So I know my parents bought the ticket and we all went.
Okay,
That's
And then
fantastic.
I got my popcorn and everything.
good. I'm glad you got the popcorn. When the my
You
last
can't see a
question.
movie- You can't see a movie without a popcorn.
You're right. You're right. My last question for you, Andrew. Now, seriously, this is my last question because we are at work, and I'm sorry.
This is great.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. This is maybe my favorite moment of the day.
This is so funny.
Wait, real quick, I got a question for you. Who told you I watch it every week?
Sam told me. Sam told me you watch it every week. So my last question for you, Andrew, is when you first saw the advertising for Invincible, when you realized that someone was making an Eagles movie, what did you feel, Andrew? I want to go inside your head there.
You know, it felt great because you're so used to everyone making fun of the Eagles and you get ripped on all the
The
time. And then
Eagles.
finally you get some like
Philly, bro.
good story there. So it was a nice moment.
So this guy's like from Philly, isn't he?
Yeah, he's from Philadelphia.
He says like Eagles water kind of thing, right?
Yeah. How do you say? Yeah, well, he says dog weird too. He's basically
Dog.
he says it like Dogecoin basically.
Dog.
Yeah. So Andrew, you know what? Thank you for your time. I appreciate you coming on to the show. I would say that you are the best guest in Joe and Jamar Power Hour history.
Yeah.
First guess, but yeah.
Anytime they need a guest or anything, give me a call.
Bro,
Yeah,
Appreciate
yes.
you, brother.
No, Andrew, we might have you on next week. I would love to have you and your brothers because Joe, he has 3 brothers that he.
Oh my! Oh, these are just like Philly meatheads, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are the exact same way.
I love it.
And we might have you on next week, Andrew.
This is
All right,
fantastic.
So I'm excited to hear it. Thanks, Andrew.
See ya, Andrew. Bye. I
Thank you,
love
brother.
you.
At least one question.
What's up? What's your question?
God.
Have you shown them the video of Villanova winning it all?
No, I don't think I have not. No, I will show them the video.
That's disappointing.
I will show them the video. No
This is
problem.
you sound like a great person to hang out with.
Yeah.
He's like cut from our cloth. He's
Yeah.
like he's of us.
Yeah, so that's Andrew, my best buddy there.
Oh my god.
I fucking love him, man.
Yeah.
I love this man.
I love Andrew as well. Fun fact: we met because we're both very shy. We do not approach new people. So when a fantasy football league at Oklahoma State's newspaper came arise, we didn't have partners, and the sports editor put us together, and we won. Not a big
Nice.
deal.
Oh yeah.
But
All
I'll-
right, so your
I'll show
last
you the
movie.
video.
Your last movie.
Oh no, it's Jamar's
Mine.
last. movie.
Mine.
Oh,
I
it's yours.
I
That's
was
right.
gonna do Forrest Gump.
Right,
I picked Fever Pitch.
You
Right,
did.
right.
I was gonna do Forrest Gump because 10 minutes of football, but a movie that people probably don't think of as a football movie, but is Radio.
What a terrible choice. The worst choice
Really?
of this draft.
Really? That's why it's the last round pick.
Yeah, it's definitely a bottom tier pick.
It could have gone UDFA, but no, I wanted to go with it. No, yeah, I love Radio.
I
Radio-
mean, it's a fun movie. It's
I
kind of
cry
depressing.
every
The part where
time.
he reenacts the entire football game in the rain. Oh,
Yeah, I
tears.
cry every single fucking time. Me and my mom love that movie.
I mean, it's a good movie. For my last pick, I'm gonna take The Longest Yard. No, not The Longest Yard.
I already went longest yard.
Not The Longest Yard.
You could pick the old one. That would be
No,
fun.
no, no, no,
Pick the old one.
no, no, no.
Uh-oh.
The one with The Rock and
Uh-oh.
the little girl.
Oh, game plan.
wait.
Game
The
plan.
game plan. The game plan. That one.
And Madison Pettis.
Cinnamon.
That is a Bettis.
Yeah.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Oh, and she just fucking has her allergic reaction.
Yeah. She has allergic reaction to the shrimp, and he like carries her down the street.
Yeah, and she almost dies.
She almost dies, yeah.
Yeah, she just showed up at her dad's house
Stupid
randomly.
is a mean word.
Stupid is a mean word, Mr. Cooper. Said I didn't say stupid, I said stupidest. Look it up.
Okay, so let's go over some
Some snubs.
Some snubs. We've got some big ones.
I feel like we definitely do.
Well, The Blind Side.
I was gonna go
Nah,
blindside.
Blindside
I mean,
sucks.
The
Like, the
Blind Side's
concept-
good.
Blindside sucks.
It sucks now.
Yeah. You're
Isn't
right.
that like exactly what happened though?
No, it was just it's a white savior movie. That's why I didn't pick it. I was gonna
Yeah.
pick it, and then I was like, no.
It's a good movie, but it's not what happened.
There, and it's funny just seeing some of the coaches in it too.
Yeah, Les
Like,
Miles and
Is Nick Saban's in it, right?
yeah, I think Saban is in it.
Shout out to Les Miles, man. What a fucking career. he's
Terrible
had.
person.
Yeah, what a fucking guy.
Just like
Waterboy, obviously.
Fuck!
Like I mentioned it like 6 times.
No,
Jamar.
I would have gone Waterboy. No, fuck Radio. Love that movie. Fuck Radio. Love you, Mom, but sorry. Waterboy is my 5th round pick. I love Bobby Boucher. I love everything about the movie. I love Vicky Valancourt,
Bobby Boucher is the greatest.
middle linebacker ever.
He's the greatest fictional football player of all time.
Oh yeah, bro. He had like 30 sacks and
Yeah,
was
it's-
draft eligible.
Yeah, it's not
and
even
wanted-
close.
He was like 29, draft eligible, 30 sacks, and went back to school after he got married his freshman year.
Yeah, it's not. He's the best. It's not even close. I just
No,
wanted to make
he's fucking Dick Buckus on crack.
that. Yeah. And my last honorable mention was She's the Man.
It's a soccer movie, dude.
Isn't that Amanda Bynes?
No, it's a football movie.
Isn't it Amanda Bynes?
Yeah, I think so. It's a football movie, and I liked it. So
I mean, it's a good movie. It's a soccer movie, but yeah,
it's football. Football.
Football.
Any other mentions?
it's Mulan, but about soccer.
Mulan's a great movie.
That's fair. Mulan is a good movie.
Damn, do I have any other honorable mentions? I can't think of any. But
There was a point in my life where I watched Friday Night Lights the movie every single day for like 6 months.
Was it like during quarantine? Because I'm pretty sure you.
No, I watched the show every single day.
Okay.
But it was just always on. It was always on HBO, so I just always had it on.
Okay.
So you guys ready to end the show with you reacting to Andrew?
Yeah,
So if you don't know, Villanova is a college in
I
Pennsylvania.
know what Villanova is. They won the national championship here in town. I know.
They won, yes. And this was the Chris Jenkins shot
Over North
Yeah.
Carolina.
over North Carolina.
Oh,
I will show you guys the video. I was not here. I was here actually. I was not in Oklahoma State. This is a recording I got sent to me, and I'll put it on
This
the
game,
the
that
channel.
game also wasn't in San Antonio. It was. Yeah. Because I saw them.
All right, so he's watching the game.
Oh, he's me. He's me.
Yeah, no, he's like this guy is cut from the exact same cloth that the Bad Birds are.
That's a video of me whenever Dallas recovered that onside kick against Atlanta.
Yes,
me.
That's exactly that's
I think that video is on Twitter. You can
Yeah.
find it somewhere.
the greatest picture I ever took that day with the cigar and the glass of whiskey after
Yeah,
we beat
that was-
Atlanta.
that was a good
That was a
picture.
great day.
That was a good picture. Yeah, and then we just shot the bed the rest of the season. Whatever.
Well, Atlanta was bad.
Yeah, shout out Patrick Surtain though.
Yeah.
Come save us.
Shout out to Zach Wilson.
Yeah, man.
And shout out to Andrew Santangelo, guest of the show.
Shout
next
out,
week.
Yeah, shout out.
not just guest of the show, friend of the show,
Yeah,
friend
I-
of the program.
Yeah, there you go.
I have
Friend of the
asked.
pod.
I have asked Andrew to have his brothers on the show for months.
If
Literal
he is
months.
if he is ever in San Antonio, he is more than welcome to come to a baseball game with us.
I will tell him he loves
Like,
baseball.
he is
so.
100% welcome to Bad Bird with us whenever he
Oh,
wants.
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. I love talking about Andrew because he's fucking psycho, and I love it.
I no, he sounds like it, and I mean, he sounds just like a Philly dirt ball. Like I love it. I love it.
The best part about it is that I would be like, Andrew, I'll give you a gift. Like, I'll be a good friend. Like, I'll get you a jersey or whatever.
Mhm.
And he does not wear other teams' jerseys. Like, absolutely.
That's me.
Does,
Like, that's me.
Does not. I would say, Andrew, let me get you like a Carson Wentz Colts jersey. He'd be like, no, dude, it's not an Eagles. Like, Andrew, let me get you like a Jacob DeGrom or something like random jersey. He'd be like, no, dude, it's not Eagles. Like, or it's not Phillies.
So he's like Phillies, Eagles, Sixers,
Flyers.
Flyers. Oh,
Yeah.
I love this guy.
And we go at it.
love this
We go
guy.
at it for 76ers Celtics. We go
Oh, yeah.
hard
Oh,
at
yeah.
each
I
other.
love this guy.
I fucking hate the 76ers, and I tell
I
As
him
do I, and
all
you know
the time.
this. And you know this.
Yeah, I'm
I
going.
love this
I think
guy.
I'm going to Sixers Spurs, by the way, this Sunday. So if you guys
Ooh,
wanna
have
come
fun,
by.
brother.
Yeah,
I
I'm
work
going
Sunday
to-
morning.
I'm going to Houston.
What time's the game?
7. Houston Joe, huh?
Joey H-Town.
Joey H-Town.
Stab in the back.
Joey
Jeff Tra-
H-Town and Jamar Brown.
Jeff Traylor is.
Hey! I'm coming back in 6 weeks. This is a temporary thing. I will be back. Oh,
Unless he
actually,
gets a job offer.
hopefully not. Hopefully I'm not coming back. Actually,
Job
Yeah.
offers.
Yeah,
and whatnot.
I hope to never see you again in person. Joe.
like in
In the
Good Will
best way
Hunting.
possible.
That would
watch
be
that movie.
fucking- Can I get a? I would love to see a reenactment of that. Jamar, could you get your lovely girlfriend to record you driving up to Joe's house one day, knocking on the door, him not being there, you with a cup of Dunkin' or whatever, some
A couple
tacos,
donkeys, yeah.
yeah, and then you just being like, and then walking away.
That works.
It's like I'm in
Okay.
Detroit.
Okay, that'll be the ad for next week's episode,
That works.
and then we'll have Andrew on with his brothers who look exactly the same as he
Oh, this is
does.
fantastic. They're like the
So-
Gronks, but like from Philadelphia.
Yeah, and they're not athletic at all. So
I
it's
love
great.
it.
It's great.
Word.
All right. Well, this is a great time. I had a fantastic show.
This is one of our better shows.
This is a very fun show.
Hey, shout out One Take. Back
Shout
in
out,
the days.
hey, one take McGee. This will be our last one until after the Spring League's championship game. So yeah, we
Where
will
is that going to
Last
be?
one in person.
last one in person until after the Spring League's championship game. I have no idea.
Do you guys want to kiss now or later?
After to the cameras off. To the
Okay,
cameras off.
okay, okay.
Lauren will get mad.
All right.
So yeah, love you guys. We will see you virtually next week. This has been the Joe and Jamar Power Hour. Hit the music.
Mama needs some money.